Hey guys, it's Doris, and if you saw my short earlier tonight at the start of AEW Dynamite, you know that Kyle O'Reilly did make his debut in AEW. It looks like they are going to reunite Undisputed Era. He entered the ring and attacked Simply Squeezed and Orange Cassidy, and ended up posing in the ring with Bobby Fish and Adam Cole. The Young Bucks came out and looked a little confused, like they had no idea he was going to be there tonight. Tony Khan also said there would be a surprise for the holiday special on Saturday. If you did not know, Rampage will be on Saturday instead of Friday this week. There's a lot of speculation that that surprise is going to be the Briscoe brothers, who are part of Ring of Honor. If we've talked about it, Ring of Honor is going on a break and will not be having any wrestling matches, so a lot of their stars' contracts are set to expire, or did expire, I believe, in August. The Briscoe brothers are one of them, and they were recently called out by FTR, who stole their titles, I believe. So there's a lot of speculation that Tony Khan's surprise will be the Briscoe brothers on Saturday debuting. Also, we are anticipating a few other people debuting in AEW mid to end of 2022. Some of them are going to be Ember Moon, The Fiend. Yes, The Fiend, Wyndham Rotunda, is working on a film. At this point in time, he says he has no interest in returning to the wrestling ring. He wants to do this movie project, but he does at some point want to return to the ring. And he is expected to sign with AEW towards the end of 2022. Also, there's an interview that I found with Johnny Gargano. I believe Johnny Gargano will be re-signing with WWE after the birth of his child. He was reported in the interview as saying that he's been wanting to take a break from the ring, and the upcoming birth of his baby coinciding with the expiration of his contract, he thought would be the perfect time. So he said that he will be returning to in-ring at some point, not really sure when. So I'm expecting like February on to mid 2022 him re-signing with WWE. I'm anticipating him staying a free agent for now, but I don't think he'll be doing any in-ring promotion work in that time. We also have they've started talking about the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, which is due to start in 2022. We have a few superstars with both AEW and WWE who are going to be making a character turn. We have the WWE, we'll stay with AEW. I believe Wardlow is going to be turning face. We see him kind of pulling away and separating from MJF. We see the MJF taking advantage of him, and he's starting to kind of show a little dislike to it. And I believe that we will be seeing probably beginning of 2022 him separating himself and turning on MJF and turning face. Cody Rhodes is another one we've been talking about. I think he's going to turn heel. Also with WWE, Bobby Lashley is speculated to turn face. I think that's probably going to happen after day one or at day one. He's been working with Big E, if you've been watching, as far as going against Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. Another one that's due to turn face is AJ Styles. We saw AJ Styles and Omos break up their tag team last night. They have a match on Monday Night Raw, and then AJ is going to be going to NXT to face Grayson Waller. We saw him on NXT last night. Apparently, Ty Conti has deleted her Twitter account. Apparently, she deleted it over rumors from fans suggesting that she was dating Sammy Guerrero. We found out that Sammy Guerrero is no longer with Pam, the woman he proposed to last year. And she separated from her husband. Guerrero announced on Saturday that he and Pam have split up. And apparently fans took those two announcements and made their own connection. That must mean they're a couple now. Nothing we have on that says anything about it. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying I don't believe they've been seen in public together as a couple, so I think it's just, it could be true. It may not be true. I think it's some fans speculating. And apparently, it's been in a lot of the news. Matt Hardy has said that his brother Jeff was drug tested upon the release of him from WWE. When he reported this, he said the results were not in, but he anticipates the drug test coming out clean. WWE has not announced neither the drug test being performed nor the results of said drug test. But recently this week, a number of superstar talents and employees have tested positive with WWE for COVID and the new variants. They were reported to have been feeling very tired and then tested positive. This could be a similar situation to Jeff Hardy. If you remember the weekend he was sent home because he was reported to have been seen as sluggish. So we may or may not find out exactly what the drug test shows. Matt Hardy just said that WWE is going to have a hard time saving face when the drug test comes back out clean. We should be, I think, seeing Isaiah Swerve Scott debut with AEW beginning of 2022. A lot of the free agents that were released by WWE are going to be going to AEW. A few of them are right now working the independent scene as free agents, which they're allowed to do. They're just not allowed to sign with anyone, but they are allowed to make like small house shows and work the independent scene. Apparently MJF is speculating that he is going to be the biggest bidding war story in 2024. WWE has been reported to showing a lot of interest in MJF, and AEW is saying that they like it, that all they're going to do is raise their own money, and that they still have 2 years with MJF under contract. so they will not be getting MJF anytime soon. There were more Canada shows canceled for WWE. Apparently there is a storyline of Drew McIntyre going to be facing the winner of the Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar storyline. I believe it's going to be more than one match. I believe at day one they're going to have a match and something's going to happen causing them to have a rematch, more than likely having to do with Paul Heyman or the Usos. Apparently Reigns and Lesnar, there's speculation that that is going to happen again at WrestleMania. That tells me that he's probably going to retain at day one. We've talked about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens both re-signing their contracts with WWE. We now know that Kyle O'Reilly has signed with AEW. Apparently Brian Kendrick, and I think I kind of saw this in the Stars when they had him attacked the other night. Brian Kendrick is set to make his in-ring debut next week. I believe he is. It's going to come out as an unexpected match. I believe this is going to come from Harlan throwing him down the stairs. It's going to be quite a mismatch, but it's going to give Harlan someone to go around the ring. So, and the WWE is once again making preparations for possible tour shutdowns, where, like I said, they've already had some superstars test positive. And there's also a lot of areas restricting access for non-vaccinated people. They have a fear that they could go back to large gatherings not being allowed. A report came in earlier saying that WWE is likely readying themselves for a retreat back into the Thunderdome. No mandate against large gatherings has been handed down, but with the way the numbers are rising, it's always possible. And they just confirmed that there's a lot of contingency plans that are being discussed. As we talked about, a lot of Canadian tours have been either canceled or postponed. The one for December 31st, that is, December 31st, that is going to be postponed. That was rescheduled to March. They're saying if you have tickets for that show in Canada, you can keep those tickets and use them in March. So next Friday, we will not be having a live SmackDown. It's more than likely going to be a best of episode where they just show pre-recorded or previously aired matches. Pretty much it. Next week is New Year's Evil. We will be having AJ Styles wrestling in that, as I stated earlier. Other than that, the biggest news of the night is Kyle O'Reilly debuting with AEW, which a lot of us were already speculating that he would be. As of right now, like I said, it looks like Johnny Gargano is going to re-sign with WWE, but that will probably happen in 2022 after he takes some time off. Like I said, this time off he's been pleading for the better part of this year, and he had reported in an interview about the end of the contract, the birth of his baby thing being the perfect time to do that. So as of right now, guys, that is it. If anything breaks out before the weekend, I will let you guys know. Other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you think of anything that I missed, let me know. Other than that, I'll talk to you later. Peace. Bye.